I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Sean. And for those interested, you can request pretty much any type of video. Just send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. And it could be pretty much anything. Both of those links are down below in the info box. And this is for a film called Little Fugitive, which I had never heard of. Came out in 1953. And I guess when it came out, it was a critical darling to the point that this got nominated for an Oscar for Best Writing. I have no idea how that happened, because, I mean, I don't know if this would be a rant, but I just say I wasn't really a big fan of this film because it's not really much of a film as opposed to, you ever been to the fair? You ever been to the fair and you take your camera? That's pretty much what this film is. Brad Jones, the cinema snob, he does these videos where he tries out food. And he goes to the state fair. You watch 2 or 3 of those, you get more out of that than this. And it's kind of the same gist. It's a takes place, of course, in this time period, the 1950s, where a kid and his little brother, along with other friends, they're playing baseball. And the acting is... And the movie, and the people who love the film, they make it like a positive that these are unprofessional actors. Because that's one of the selling points. All done with unprofessional actors. That's not a good thing, because these kids' acting sucked. Fucking sucked. Like I get it, they're kids, but the way they deliver the lines, roses are red, violets are blue, I could go to Coney Island, and you can too. I've seen more acting on milk cartons when the kid's missing, and the kid don't talk, this is a fucking picture. So I would almost give more credit to Jake Lloyd and the Phantom Menace. That, I mean, the kid's fine when he doesn't talk. So while they're playing baseball, the older brother and his friends are getting annoyed from the little brother. The mom is out working and such. So the friends start, I guess for shits and giggles, talking about how maybe we should get rid of your little brother. Yeah, we'll stab him with an icicle. Yeah, maybe we'll bury him. This is talking about the one kid's younger brother, a 7-year-old kid. You know what? I was a kid, but I never fucking talked about, hey, maybe I stab him with an icicle. Michael Myers as a kid had more tact than that. So they trick him where the 12-year-old older brother and the kids make the younger kid think that the older brother's been shot. You had a gun, you shot him, oh my god, you killed him. So the 7-year-old is so upset, he runs away, goes home, takes like $5-6, and decides to go to Coney Island. Because it's a kid, he doesn't know what to do, his mom is away, can't get in touch with her, he thinks he killed his own brother. And the rest of the movie, the following hour, the kid hangs around Coney Island. That's it. Literally, he gets on a carousel. He gets his picture taken. Eats some hot dogs. He's in a batting cage. Eats some watermelons. He sees a cotton candy get made. Eats the cotton candy. Eats corn on the cob. He's on some other rides. Oh shit, well, I want to get some money. There's a bunch of people on the beach. He talks to a kid who talks about bottle deposits. He gets bottles. He deposits them. He gets enough for a quarter to get a ride on a horse. He gets more bottle deposits. So he gets more rides on the horse on Coney Island. I mean, how is this even writing? Like, for Academy Award nomination for Best Writing. Most of the fucking movie doesn't even have dialogue and writing. How tough is it to write? Kid hangs around Coney Island. He eats. He gets bottles. Apparently, in 1953, it didn't take you much to get an Oscar nomination for Best Writing. So I guess this is a rant. Because, okay, I'll give you this. If you want to take a look at how Coney Island was set up in the 1950s. Okay. That's it. That's really all you're going to get. That's really all you're going to get. And believe me, there are many films that I enjoy that are very, very simplistic. And yeah, it's easy to say nothing happens, but then you can literally pinpoint, well, technically this happens, this happens, this happens. Sometimes when I say nothing happens, as in, it feels like I'm just watching an empty fucking void. So I almost get the ethereal feeling of nothing fucking happening. So I don't mind the idea. I mean, hell, there are plenty of films that are simplistic, like Clerks. If you take away the dialogue, it's a bunch of people hanging around a store during one day. Clerks is one of my favorite comedies ever. Because they made it work. If it wasn't for the bad acting from the kids at the beginning, the music, always this harmonica music that got on my nerves quick. If you love harmonica music, any music can work well depending on certain circumstances, the tone, the beat, how it's used, utilized. But this harmonica music just got on my fucking nerves. I got tired of hearing it. And I'm like, where the fuck is this movie going? I mean, it's not like the cinematography is this excellent, exceptional piece. It's pretty much, hey, shoot Coney Island how it was naturally. Because it was made in 1953. Hey, kid, just walk around. Once in a while, there's a decent shot. Like when you see Coney Island at night. And there's a shot of the kid leaning by something, and then you see the lights of the carousel spinning. Okay. But you can't really say there's characters in this. I mean, I guess technically there's characters. There's a kid, there's his older brother, the one guy that lets him ride a horse. It's labeled as a comedy. I guess comedy. It's true. Comedy is subjective. I don't know where the comedy is. I guess if you want to see a kid for a full 2 minutes, he gets his picture taken where it's one of those cardboard things you put your head in it and they take the picture. Well, the guy's developing it, so the kid, he's looked at the camera. He gets like a little box. He gets on the box. He looks through the camera. Hey, it's upside down. So he goes all the way over. Then he tips it upside down. And then he goes over, looks at it again. Presses the button thing. And yeah, this goes on for like 2 minutes. If I want old school comedy, I guess I'll stick with Abbott Costello and the Three Stooges. I don't know what to tell you. And something about it's part of some French New Wave. I don't know what the fuck the terminology was. It was some stuff on Wikipedia, but you can't always trust Wikipedia. And spoiler alert. Derp. The guy letting him ride the horse puts two and two together, like, wait a minute, okay, you're here again the next day because the kid found a place to sleep under the docks by the beach. So, hey, I'll offer you a job. It's a ploy to get his name and address. He calls, the older brother picks up. He's where? He goes over there. He's looking around his brother, can't find him, does find him, loses him, while the little brother just doing what the hell he wants. You know, the second day, it's raining out, bunch of rain, he finds his brother, and it's not even that dramatic, it's just, he's looking, cut to the beach, it's empty, but the little kid's looking for more bottles. The older brother runs up to him. Here's your harmonica, I thought you were dead. You can keep it until we get home. They get home, then the mom gets home, she doesn't know what happened. Oh, next weekend I'll take you boys to Coney Island. And they look at each other. Wah, wah, wah. We've already been to Coney Island, Ma. Wah. It's not, I don't hate it because it's old. There are plenty of old films I enjoy. Whether it be The Theme from Another World or Them. Or those are sci-fi. Or the comedy, Abbott and Costello I mentioned. When they met Frankenstein. When they met the Invisible Man. Buck Privates Come Home. Even, I mentioned Three Stooges. There are plenty of films I've seen where it's very simplistic, or it takes place in one location, or whether it be, I mentioned Clerks, Friday. Those are comedies, but those are very different types of dialogue. Even silent films like Metropolis. I mean, but probably not fair comparison to Metropolis. I don't get the high ratings and like I said, if you grew up at that time, Coney Island, the 1950s, and this takes you back to when you were a kid, I can't take that away from you, but I wasn't born then. I was born decades after, and you could probably watch a documentary about Coney Island or watch commercials back to the day where they advertised Coney Island and you get the same effect. So it's really not much of a story. Nothing. The kids acting is bad. The harmonica music annoyed the piss out of me. And you want to watch a little kid look around, eat food, and pick up bottles to deposit. This is your movie. For 80 minutes. There's really nothing else to say. So I guess it was a rant. Because it's with the Academy Award nominee for Best Writing. What writing? What writing are they talking about? If you took a trip and you recorded it and put it on YouTube, I guess you will be nominated for an Oscar for Best Writing. When the kid gets to Coney Island, he barely has any dialogue. And then writing script-wise, I said, what are you writing? He eats watermelons. He eats cotton candy. He needs money. There are bottles. He deposits them. He gets more and more and more. Wow. Whew. Sorry. I don't know what else to say. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.